In this episode, building the triceps up huge. We're building the triceps up huge. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Huge triceps. Just huge.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 588 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular gaincast, broadcast, pumpcast, swolecast, jackcast, coffeecast, and mancast and nipplecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Welcome everyone to 588. We's getting up there. We're coming up on you, 600. We's coming. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Facebook and YouTube. And remember, if you're not watching, you are listening to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Thank you so much for joining me for the most muscular broadcast in the realm. Every damn fucking day, 12 noon Eastern time, right here at Swole Armas everywhere. So we're making some sick fucking gains. I hope you're having an enjoyable Friday. Let's get this gain train on the tracks with 588. Of course, we got to start with the community comment of the day. And this one is a Facebook review. Remember, everyone, if you have not yet left a Facebook review, go to my Facebook page at Swole Armas. Shocker, and drop me some stars and a review. I'd love to share it with the entire community. Let's get into this review. This one's from Miley McWilliams, and this is a long one. But the long ones are the best ones. They're the most meaningful. And when you take time to drop a comment that's a paragraph, when you take time to drop a review that's a paragraph, that means so much to me, that you take not just the words, but the time to type it out. Just the time. And time is such a valuable asset, and we can't get it back. So thank you so much, everyone, including Miley, for leaving just these in-depth responses. It means the world to me. So let me read this, and then we'll get on with the show. Miley says, Dash has become my virtual fitness and wellness best friend. Aw, Miley. He is the best kind of friend because he tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. After years of wandering around the internet, searching for the right solutions and advice for my fitness, I have finally found my home. While Papa Swolio's humor, sass, and vulgarity are addictive and entertaining, Dash's knowledge bombs continue to help me grow and understand fitness in ways that align with my values. True wellness for the long term. He is the first person I have found to offer this long-term approach in an easily accessible program. Dash has inspired me to improve my life beyond training and nutrition. Humor and handsome beard are a lovable bonus. Give him your money. It's worth every penny. You know what? I agree with Miley. Everyone, right now, give me your money. Here's the address. Send it. No, I'm kidding. Not kidding. If you want to send me money, not a problem. But thank you so much, Miley. What an amazing review. Thank you so much, dear. And what she's referring to, giving me your money, being worth every penny, is being a member of Swole Armas X, and that's my private fitness university. And if you're a fervent watcher of the Daily Swole and you listen or you watch here on Facebook and YouTube, you have heard me mention Swole Armas X, and that is where all my programs, that's where all my pretty much essentially private coaching takes place, because we have an entire community family forum where everyone's asking questions and interacting, weekly master classes, weekly full yoga flows, all my programs and lesson packs, in addition to a secret entirely new component of Swole Armas X is being launched. Those of you that are members that I've had the pleasure of speaking to one-on-one on the phone, you know a little bit of what's coming, and it's next level. It's going to be awesome. It's just as interactive as it gets. And also, when you do join Swole Armas X, you get a one-on-one member orientation call where I go over some of your goals and help you figure out the platform, which is super easy, but just answer any questions and help point you in the right direction. So if you want to be a part of Swole Armas X, go to swolearmasx.com. The link is also here in the post description. Go to swolearmasx.com and put your name on the waiting list. And what that is a pre-enrollment list, because I do flash enrollments and small exclusive groups of enrollment groups to Swole Armas X. So it's not open enrollment. That was only for the initial launch, and it's closed. So if you want to be notified of the next opportunity to join Swole Armas X, go to swolearmasx.com and put your info in there. So Miley, thank you so much for the awesome review. Mucho apreciado. And there's really nothing else I can add to that. It's just, it really warms my heart and makes my nips super fucking hard. So if you want me to pinch my nips and you really want Papa Swolio, you want to treat me to some rock hard nips, leave a review like that. Means the world. This episode, triceps are huge. Triceps are huge. They're huge. How do we get triceps huge? I know a lot of you have been commenting and interacting here on Facebook and on Instagram with these training style posts. And of course I do, those of you that are in Swole Armas X, you know I do full video breakdowns of these training techniques where I'm in the video and I'm really breaking down moment by moment through the actual entire move. But I've been posting these interactive pictures with arrows and boxes and, talking about form. And the triceps have been a point of interest for a lot of you. I've done a couple of them recently, so you can check those out on Instagram and right here on Facebook if you're watching the video of the Daily Swole. These breakdowns are form-oriented, to make sure that you're doing it properly, that you're not getting injured, but also they're little tips and tricks that are going to help take this exercise to the next level that you're not necessarily going to see in the or in a book or on a standard exercise execution. You're not going to see this in most places. You're going to see the standard, for example, tricep push down, boring, stand up straight, push down, extend your elbows. What I'm trying to get across in all these breakdowns are the things that you are not cued normally, that you haven't learned even in your previous experience with fitness, whatever that may be. And to get the triceps huge, you have to think about the triceps in three parts because there are three heads of the triceps. You have the long, the medial, and the short head of the triceps. Now, the most important distinction is that the long head of the triceps is the only one that crosses the shoulder, which means in order to get fully developed triceps, you need to play with that shoulder angle, whether you're moving your arm forward or back, where that starting position is, where that initial length is. And that's why I do things like I lean forward and I get more shoulder flexion and I extend the arms and I activate the core and I do more overhead stuff. That's why those things come into play. It's for that specific portion of the tricep. So understanding anatomy, understanding kinesiology, understanding how the body actually is structured is very, very helpful for customizing your routine, for customizing and tweaking and finding out the best position for you. Because you might be the same way. And comment below if you agree with this next comment or if you have any similar experiences that you have tried different exercises. Let's talk about the triceps specifically, but there's certain ones that you feel more. There's certain ones that you're going to feel more. There's certain exercises and certain positions and certain styles, whether it's a cable or a band or a dumbbell, you are going to feel certain ones more than others. That's normal. That's absolutely normal because your arm length, your humerus length, your muscle density, the length of the muscle bellies, your tendinous insertions, how long your tendons are. There are so many subtleties and so many differences from individual to individual that will cause you, for instance, to feel exercise A more than I would feel exercise A. Maybe I prefer exercise B. You don't like it because that one bothers your elbow a little bit. That's why they make different things. And that's why you have different people and different voices, chiming in at the same time. Do this one. This is the best. Do this. This is the best. If you ever hear anyone say that something is the best way to do, you could already, pack up your bags and run because there really is no best. That's a very subjective concept. There are things that could be better overall generality, but there are always those outliers. There's always those people that it will bother or that will feel it more a different way. So it's important to understand that there are situations, especially with the triceps, where the shoulder position is going to become a factor, especially in full development. So if you want to build your triceps really big, if you want to get that separation in the posterior deltoid and the triceps, like that back of the arm area, and I'm a very big pusher on this area, especially for aesthetic looks, you cannot have a well-rounded physique and have well-developed shoulders if you don't have the back of the shoulders and the triceps carved out. So if you're looking for that area, first off, you got to train the posterior deltoid. You got to start hitting that posterior rotator cuff in that area in the back of the shoulder. But then the long head, the part of the triceps that crosses the shoulder joint, needs to be developed so you can get that cut. You can get that I call it the freaking canoe, because when the triceps is bulging, it'll bulge out the back and it looks rounded like a freaking canoe. You need to make Lewis and Clark jealous of your canoe arm. They're like, man, we could have gotten across the United States so much faster if we had that tricep. if we had Papa Swolio's tricep canoe, we would have made it across a lot quicker. The point being, fam, you need to make sure that your tricep development is complete. So pay attention to these breakdowns. Those of you that are in Swole Armas X, these full videos, by the time you're watching this, they may already be available, but make sure you're plugging into the community and looking at these breakdowns and taking it seriously, because the more you learn about your body, the more you learn about the anatomy and the kinesiology and how these muscles interact, the better and more full development you can get out of it. These are not always for beginners. Sometimes these things are more advanced. You don't need to worry about them if you're just starting out, but these are useful on every single level and every capacity, because the more you know, the better you can adjust, you can manipulate. For example, if you're in the gym and you do something and it bothers your elbow a little bit, you will know that, oh, well, if I move in this direction, it's not dangerous. It's a good modification, and it will get me the same results, and I will avoid causing issue around my joint, maybe causing inflammation, tendonitis, and something that will set me back. You can avoid those things. So understanding how to manipulate, how to change, and how to adjust in order to put the pressure on the muscles, take pressure off the joint, and learn how to modify will always benefit you in the long run, because you will not only add variety to your training, but you will avoid certain pitfalls and certain strenuous tension, collaborations or equilibriums between the muscles and the joints. If you avoid those things, you'll reduce your risk for injury and, of course, continue to see progress as you move forward. So always be learning the body. You can never learn and know too much about your own body, especially how it moves. So if you're interested in becoming part of that community and hooking in with Miley and with everyone else in the Swole Armas X family, remember to go put your information at swolearmasx.com. There's a little preview where you can see a little behind the scenes. There's a video, there's some testimonials there, but there is a waiting list sign up where you can put your name in and your email, and I'll put you on the form where I will contact you for those small secret enrollments. They are limited and they are brief and they're flash, so you have to keep an eye on your email, but if you want to be notified of the next enrollment period, you need to go. swolearmasx.com. So I would love to see you in there, and you could hook into all the amazing breakdowns, demos, and programs, and master classes and yoga classes, and all the amazing content in there, ASA to the P, when it's available. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 588 of the Daily Swole, getting those triceps huge. Remember, long head. Check out those posts on Instagram and right here on Facebook. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you target your long head of your triceps, putting your arm in a shoulder flex position and getting that little nook and cranny right in the back of the arm, right in the back of the armpit there, where the long head crosses the shoulder joint. Ooh, it's delicious. It's tasty. And I will see you tomorrow for 589 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, gaincast, beardcast, yokecast, and pumpcast, and nipplecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. Come on, everyone together. We all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Papa Swolio out.